Okay, Polly. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the amazing Angelo Mysterioso. Before we begin, blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to visit the salad bar. But tonight, I shall be risking my faithful assistant's very life as I saw her in half right before your very eyes. Yeah, woo. Now, watch closely.
Angelo. Don't have to be in the box.
I thought you got in while I was speaking to the audience. And here she is now, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Polly, all ready to be cleft in twain. Now, I must stress to the faint of heart among you that this trick...
Angelo, for God's sake, stop!
Polly, haven't you tucked your head in yet?
I don't tuck my head in, Angelo. I tuck my legs in. You're sawing the wrong end. It's not much of a trick if we can only do it once, is it?
I'm sorry, Polly. I just can't seem to wrap my head around this. I think it's time we give up.
You can't cancel the show. It's already booked out.
Well, what else can we do? No matter how many times I study the procedure, I just can't seem to get it right.
Abracadabra! Ray Roundtree, coming at ya.
How on earth did you...
Know you'd be rehearsing. What can I say? I'm a bit of a fan.
Who are you?
Ray Roundtree, skills coach. At your service.
Would you please leave us alone?
No, guys, I'm here to help. My skill sensors are tingling and they're telling me that our maestro of the arts needs to identify his learning style and pull some strategies out of his hat. You know, you just tried to learn a new trick and it's just not sticking and you're forgetting all the steps.
Yeah, and how can you help me? Lados the Great never has any problems. If the information's not staying, there's obviously just something wrong with me.
Come on now. You can't just compare yourself to another person like that. Different people learn using different methods and styles. We're not all the same. And sometimes you might use different methods from a couple of different styles. There's no point beating yourself up. It's all about finding which methods work best for you.
Really? You mean it might not just be me?
Of course not. Let's look at 3 different learning styles: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic.
You know what?
How do we know which one is right for Angelo?
Well, without leaving you in suspense, we just try them. Have a go and see what feels best. Visually, we can highlight and summarize the text, color code the most important parts, take notes and make summaries. We can even make charts, graphs and diagrams. Whatever helps you and makes the most sense. And if it suits you, always study in a quiet environment. Auditory learners usually remember more of what they've heard. If that's you, try using audiobooks which read the text out for you. Maybe you prefer to listen rather than read. If you'd prefer an in-person approach, you can find peers to have a discussion group about the topics you're learning. You might even record them, with permission of course, and summarize them later. Kinesthetic learners like to move around and use their body to help them learn. You could have a go of explaining the concept you're learning to your classmate or family members, perhaps even using props to demonstrate. And take study breaks to go for a walk, stretch your legs and get your thoughts in order. Something I did regularly while practicing to break the record for most cheese slices balanced on a head.
What?
This all makes so much more sense to me now. Listening to the audiobook while I walked around the block summarizing what I'd learned to Polly kinesthetically really felt natural to me.
Kina what?
And taking notes from the text and drawing diagrams made the most sense to me.
And if we know how we learn best, we can use the right strategies from the start and we have even more time to focus on making the show even better. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we proudly present to you the mystical wonders of the personal learning styles.
First, we have the formidable visual technique, wherein one must use all of their concentration to take notes, highlight relevant texts, and summarize with the option of charts, graphs and diagrams in a quiet environment.
And what's that? Why, it's the enticing auditory technique, where in audiobooks, peer group discussion on the relevant topics and self-recorded summaries work miracles. And lastly, we will demonstrate the kinesthetic technique of how to own your learning style using props.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you that when utilizing this technique, one must remember to take breaks and go for walks and get one's thoughts in order.
Drum roll, please.
Well, this will be a learning experience. Oh, that's all right, actually. Ow. Stop it. Well, guys, it's been a great show. And when my scars heal up, I'll be back with another study skill. Until then, peace out. But now watch, as if by magic, I vanish into the afternoon. Man, that's so good.